Hello, everybody. This is Chris Ellis, Card Guy with Chris,
Collectible Chris, the
Yep.
son.
and we are here to talk about the AL East and the cards that hopefully everybody can either obtain, get, or look at the people that are coming up soon. So let's talk about the AL East. And the first team to talk about the AL East is probably the best team in the AL East right now is the New York Yankees.
Go Yanks, Bomb Squad, Bombers, everything you gotta talk about. Of course, the Yankees, like we said, has the best record. Of course, Yankees have a prestigious line, lineage too, and like cards. Of course, our first episode together, we talked about the Mickey Mantle rookie card being the most profitable as well as the most valued and also the most sought after. So like anytime a Yankee card comes into play, it's automatically a market because the Yankees have a good market. So they're in first. They have had outstanding pitching for the first time in a while, ever since losing Sabathia. Judge is having a re-emerging career again. He is not as hurt anymore. Stat in this game better with the bat, and with the addition of Matt Carpenter, it's actually helped out a lot for the Yankees concerning home runs, RBIs, and runs as well.
Okay, and that leaves us to our next team, who the number 2 team in the East is right now, is your Toronto Blue Jays, which have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. right now is back hitting to where we expected him to hit after his great almost MVP season of last year. Some people say he should have won the MVP last year,
Agreed.
which is you could say yes, you probably could have, but with Otani pitching and hitting, probably wasn't going to happen. If he does what he did last year, this year, he could possibly win the MVP. However, there's a guy in his way, and that's, of course, Aaron Judge. All right, the next team we're going to talk about is everybody's favorite team that likes to knock on the doorstep and just mess up everybody's day. The Tampa Bay Rays.
The Rays are being the most underrated team in Major League Baseball history. They've always had great hitting, always had decent pitching. Of course, you look at David Price, Chris Archer in the past. Of course, now they have younger guys, and of course, Wander Franco going through AAA, AA, and of course now in the major leagues, like he is tearing it up. And Rays has always been a great young team, and honestly, I see them personally making it in the playoffs with a wild card spot.
Huh? And number 4, who just got over 500 just recently, the Boston Red Sox. And of course, they have a player by the name of Rafael Devers, who you might want to, get locked up there, Boston. Also, another guy that's starting to get hot now is Trevor Story. He's had a good 2 weeks. Of course, they could use Chris Sale back.
Yes.
That would always be a help. But once he comes back, hopefully he can help that pitching staff, who's done pretty decent right now.
The only trouble with Boston, and luckily the past few weeks, it has been their bullpen, especially closer. But now, since their closer is actually locked in, and again, the saves and not losing save opportunities, that's been a big help too.
And then you got the team, the number 5 team, who's just young, who has young talent that's going to be probably the next, beast of the East, at least competing in the top, if not for a wild card spot, maybe one day, a division. Baltimore hasn't had one of those in a while. But the Orioles. And you got Rushman, you got Mancini, you got Cedric Mullins, Odor's playing third.
Yeah.
You just got a whole bunch of young guys ready to do everything they can and play very well. Right now, if you're looking at it, Baltimore is just young. If they had Detroit's young pitching with Baltimore's young hitting, I think you would see one heck of a team.
Yeah, I agree.
But right now, you got, they're just trying to get, stay healthy, get used to a new left field wall, which everybody's still shaking their head about. Why they changed it, don't know. But they should be hitting a lot of doubles and triples. So hopefully everybody is, it's not how I saw this division. I saw, Tampa and Toronto fighting for it, and the Yankees probably the third best team, but with some young, with that core group hitting the ball the way they're hitting, and as long as their pitching stays solid and their closer spot doesn't get erratic, then we're hoping, hoping for another division. All right, now we're going to get to the guys that we think should be collected from these teams, and we're going to start with the Yankees. And starting with the Yankees is collectible Chris.
Of course, I am a Yankee fan, and you can, if you want to go by pass, you can collect any Yankee guy, and it's gonna be great for the collection. Even Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle reprints are always good. Don Manley rookie card is still affordable at $40 to $80 right now, especially on eBay auctions. Current, of course, you can't go wrong with Stanton, Torres, but of course Aaron Judge, and this is a Gypsy Queen rookie auto of Aaron Judge, and my dad, car guy, actually traded this with me when I was younger. And of course, I got the regular Topps rookie Bowman, and I actually just traded this too for Justin Herbert Mint 9 rookie. So yeah, and this card is going between 80 and 120 right now. And of course, once again, my dad hooked me up with some Prism cards that he's pulled. Select, Diamond. I mean, Judge cards are always good to get, even with affordable boxes. So, Judge is definitely big. And, of course, like I said, any Yankee is always good. Past, present, and even the future. But Judge is definitely big right now. And you can just get a $20 box and probably pull something right now, honestly. I mean, we both have pulled Judges out of just regular blasters. You really don't need a hobby box for it, really.
And the guy I'm collecting, Jason Dominguez. As you can see, he's still in single A. He's struggling a little bit, but he's a young talent, so he's going to be staying there for a little bit. Everybody knows, not everybody grows at the same pace.
Yeah.
So, but right now he is a highly valued prospect. So when they think he's ready to come up, he's definitely going to be one of the ones to watch for.
Especially defensively. When you think of Jason, you'll think of defense, especially his infield. So be a look on
He's an outfielder.
Outfield, well, defense is always big on him because he's had tremendous catches in single A.
So, all right, the next team will be the Toronto Blue Jays, and our man here is going to talk about a pitcher.
Yeah. Alek Manoah, last year was his rookie, and some people are saying that this is still his.
If you want to.
Huh?
You can move up a little bit if you want to. That way you're not reaching.
Yeah, there we go. And people are saying that it's still his rookie year. I think he had the stats from last year. He only has one loss so far this season. Great young pitcher, has strong command. He has a great slurve when he actually uses it. But his two main pitches right now are fastball and curveball. His curveball actually strikes out more than anything. He's 8-1. Last year he was 9-2 as a rookie with a 2.68 ERA. Right now he has a 1.67 ERA, which is impressive for that division because when you think of AL East, you think of hitters. You don't think of pitching as much like we all used to. So Alek Manoah is a force to be reckoned with.
Okay, and a guy I don't think needs any introduction is probably Vladimir Guerrero Jr. If people were selling low on him because of the beginning of this season, pick him up. Like you would do in the fantasy baseball team, you buy low, sell high. So, Vladimir is one of those guys that's, if you look at some of the statistics, him and his dad are like neck and neck in statistical categories together. So, just, if you see a good deal for Junior, I would definitely grab him up if you can.
Another honorable mention would be Bo Bichette. Bichette is also a good hitter and and his dad also played in the league. Honestly, Bo is a better talent than his dad was, and he's another good low demand as well. You can definitely get his rookie card literally for $10, and you can even get a Greater Mint 9 card for $15 to $20. So I would recommend Bo Bichette too if y'all like Bo or even some of what he's done. Definitely cards with him and Vlad together are pretty cool.
All right, now we're going to go to the team that everybody doesn't want to be near them because they somehow always put it together, the Rays. And let me talk. The guys I collect on the Rays are Randy Arozarena, and I also collect Brandon Lowe.
Good guy.
Lowe's right now struggling a little bit, but he started to pick it up. And Arozarena, just the spark plug. He's got to watch. I mean, there's Brett Phillips. I know he's a fan favorite.
Hoon, the outfielder.
Yeah.
He's a power hitter, and I never expected him to be a power hitter. He's a force to be reckoned with.
But two rookies that are likable to be collected are Sean Baez, or Shane, and Vital Ruhan. They are both very sought after. I know Baez is coming up probably sometime next week, if not Sunday of this next week. He was getting some rehab starts. Ruhan has been up with the team, so he's got a great arm, plays the infield. He's one of the projected stars of the future for the Rays. So on that aspect, those are the guys I would be looking for for Tampa. Next, we're...
You're not going to talk about Franco?
Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And of course, who can forget? Good old Franco. Wander. Wander's had several cards out we can show because, a very good... Not all his cards are high, but when you look at Wander, you just want to make sure that, you get some good quality cards,
And always remember, good quality cards doesn't mean a hobby box is worth $300. I mean, the Donruss is literally worth $20 to $30 right now on retail, depending where you go.
So, Wander is one of those that, you just gotta look out for, and it has not been hard to pull out, blasters. I'm sure he's not that hard to pick out of hobby boxes. So, but, some of these I just got recently, so, but yes, of course, Wander Franco is the hottest rookie card right now going. So, all right, now for our next team, the Boston Red Sox. Now, for me, collecting wise, it's Chris Sale. I also like Dahlback for the first baseman. He's pretty good. I mean, Trevor Story's having a pretty good year. Right now, J.D. Martinez is killing the ball. So I'm sure there's some J.D. Martinez fans out there. His cards are pretty well, affordable. So those are he's definitely a guy to look at. Of course, Xander Bogaerts, the shortstop, who might not be with Boston after this year. He wears number 2 for one reason and one reason only, and that's because of Derek Jeter. So if that tells you anything, if any team can afford him, it'd be that team, because I don't know if they're going to be able to afford Judge after this season.
Yeah, probably not.
So those were definitely good ones on that aspect.
Endeavors is also another good one. Honestly, it's a solid, well-rounded team that everyone can get. Endeavors rookie cards are still affordable right now, and you can still also get those at very cheaply as well. So, it's just that Boston, like when you look at the 2000s, Ramirez, David, and of course Dustin Pedroia. I collected Pedroia for a little bit. I also collected Manny Ramirez, but now, if I collected Boston, it'll be Story. I like Trevor when he was in Colorado. A decent bat, always has a good high batting average in the high 200s, and just a constant reminder of it doesn't. You don't need to be a power guy to get runs in. You can just hit with contact and you're good.
All right, and of course, the Baltimore Orioles. And for me, I do collect some Orioles, like Adley Rushman, Trey Mancini has always been a guy I collect.
Musini is still good. So
You know, Mountcastle. I collect Mountcastle. So I do collect some of the Oriole guys. Of course, there's some other Oriole guys that, you know, otherwise I like Adam Jones and Nick Markakis.
oh, good on Nick.
So, but of course, my
Right.
wife Rebecca collects Cal Ripken. So every Cal Ripken I get goes to her collection. So just aspects on that. But the guy I'm collecting right, other than those, is of course the man, Adley Rushman.
And just because Adley is not doing so well right now in the majors, it takes time to get like a good swing at the bat. So give him time; he should be able to start hitting them well.
He's definitely going to be one of those guys that is definitely going to be on the radar because he's a switch hitter,
Mm-hmm.
plays a good catcher position, and he is definitely, you know, the Orioles have been playing some pretty good ball. I mean, they're probably not going to get out of the cellar of the AL East this year or next, but a couple of years down the road, they should be very competitive. Now, let's talk about our picks, our mid-season picks, kind of about of
The awards, basically.
yep. We're talking about MVP right now. Our front runner for MVP. Who's yours?
Of course, I'm gonna be a little biased, but right now he has the numbers. It's Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge has just been handing the ball. He's finally has had a higher batting average than he has in the last 2 years. He's been driving in the runs and he's been clutch. Now, I will say, if Judge doesn't get it, I will not be upset if Vladimir Guerrero Jr. gets it as well. I cannot hate the guy. That guy is just too good. Reminds me of his dad so much. Growing up watching Vladdy Sr. So, honestly, Judge and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. my picks for top MVP.
Well, AL East MVP so far at the beginning of the year. It's Judge. We all know it's Judge. And next week we'll probably be talking about the other MVP for the league, which I think is a two-way race right now between this guy and Judge. But I'll leave that as a surprise for next week when we talk about the AL Central. How about AL Cy Young?
I have to go with Alek Manoah. He's just a power pitcher right now. He has that low ERA. He has the wins. He has the innings. He's not getting hurt. I don't see any other pitcher matching up to his standards at this time, so I say Alek Manoah is Cy Young.
That is a good pick. The only people I could probably maybe James Taillon, Garrett Cole, Nestor Cortez, but he's at 5-2.
He hasn't had any run support, so even though with his 5-2, his ERA remind me again 2.13.
His ERA, Nestor's, is 1.96.
1.96. So he just hasn't had the run support, so he's fine.
Manoah's 8-1 with a 8.89 win percentage, with a 1.67 ERA, so that's looking really good. McCallahan from Tampa Bay is looking good, but if I'm gonna just to be a little different, I'd probably go with James Taillon from the Yankees. He's doing really good, 7-1 with an 8.75 win percentage. His ERA is a little bit up there at 2.93, but they're pitching below 4 in the American League, and you're in the East.
If I remember correctly, he's also second in strikeouts right now, right?
Strikeouts. No, he's a little bit below there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not.
How many strikeouts does he have?
Well, he's like 31st.
Okay. Never mind that.
He has 52.
52? Still not bad. Not bad. For
Shane
his-
McCallahan is leading the league at a 98.
98? Okay. And Manoah has...
We get back to wins and I do it that way. Manoah has 68,
68,
which is a good.
which is decent.
So there we go with the good old AL Cy Young. Rookie of the Year.
Oh. I really want to see Rushman get it, but as of right now, I don't see him getting it. If I have to go with a rookie, dang, honestly, I have to go with Shane from Tampa Bay. I think Shane will get MVP as rookie of
Baez?
the year. Yeah, Shane.
Baez is a good one. Baez is a good one. Let me just check someone's numbers really quick.
Well, I didn't want to say Wander, so
I got you. I understand.
I mean he has the numbers for
He's
rookie.
hitting 270, 305, 427. So yeah, I mean Wander's having some good numbers. So I'll guess I'm going to go with the guy that everybody wants is Franco. So I'll go with Wander.
All right, so he's going with the hitter. I'm going with the pitcher. So still with Tampa Bay. So Tampa Bay will get rookie.
And let's see, Manager of the Year.
Manager of the year for the.
I think
I
think
Tampa
Aaron
Bay,
Boone.
Tampa Bay manager right there.
Oh, that means he'd win back. I believe he won it last year, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Honestly, I think he'll be the first back-to-back.
In a while.
Yeah.
I think Bobby Cox was the last one.
Yep.
Let's see.
And last year, Snicker won it for the NL, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either going to be Tampa Bay or Boston for the manager there.
Yeah, I would I mean, I might give it to Boone just because his job was on the line,
Yeah.
and he's doing really well. I mean, when you have a guy hitting projected over 60 home runs, I mean, kind of not hard to do. So,
Fair.
all right, I guess we're gonna go with Comeback Player of the Year as our last award.
Okay, comeback for me. I'm going with another Yankee because he was hurt and he came with the Yankees and he's killing it right now with the stash. Matt Carpenter. Carpenter was a great player in St. Louis. Got hurt, unfortunately. Yankees took a chance on him and he's delivering. If y'all have seen his first 5 games, 4 homers, and doing great defensively. They're mainly using him as a DH, but I mean he's a great player, solid player, and I have to say Matt Carpenter.
Yeah, I would have to because he was in the Rangers minor leagues, and the Rangers didn't have nothing for him to do, and they got a mutual release, and the Yankees picked him up and took a chance. And this guy is a former All-Star, former World Series champion, good left-handed at bat, can play multiple positions, can play third, first, second. Has played in the outfield before.
Left field, right?
Yeah.
Left field.
And he probably could play shortstop if need be.
Yep.
But right now, the shortstop is doing good there. So
Yeah.
he's really a utility man, and
You don't see utility men this diverse, really.
so, I mean, yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. I think Matt Carpenter is probably the one guy that you could probably collect easily right now
Especially rookie cards.
and get
Especially
most
rookies.
bang for your buck probably.
Yep.
But that's the AL East we wanted to talk about. Next week we will be talking about the AL Central. And I think your boy Clee might want to definitely see that one because I'll be talking about a certain player that goes by the name of J Ram. And definitely I think someone is the AL Central MVP. And if I was thinking man, I think I might be going for Mr. J Ram.
Well, I got a different choice, but I'll come back with another surprise.
Yeah. So everybody, if you're into gaming, especially esports, and watching some good gaming on Twitch and on Facebook, your boy Clee is definitely a guy to check out. So give him a shot. Give him a follow if you like the content and stuff. It's your boy Clee on all major social sites. So just give him a shout out, give him a like, and go ahead, Collectible Chris. Go ahead and shout out your Twitch and
my TikTok.
Yeah.
Collectible Chris on TikTok, as well as my eBay store. I got cards now on sale, especially getting cards from HGA. I already sold 2 HGA cards, a Kevin Durant rookie and a second-year LeBron James. I got Colin Kaepernick's rookies, as well as a which other card I told you about? Joseph Fields optic HGA 9 card as well. And I do good business, and remember, I work at a card shop too, and I am trying to get more content on that as well. So, if you're ever in Mississippi and you hear of Gulf Coast Cards Memorabilia in Hattiesburg, check us out.
all right, everybody, have a great day, and we'll see you next week.